What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys for joining each and every time you guys do decide to join me. BMF's out here. Yeah, we got BMF out tonight. BMF stands for Bad Mother You Know the Rest. I really call this bike that because I'm super impressed with the way this bike turned out at the end of the build. I mean, paint job and just all the, everything that came together on this bike made me happy and call it a BMF. So tonight, guys, I am trying to test and tune on this bike. We are trying to get this bike to run 6 anything in the 1/8 of a mile on the street. Now, I know you guys wondering, like, why are you out here? It's late, it's the middle, yeah, it's the street. I feel like to do it in the street means a little bit more than me doing it at the racetrack. I feel like most of my fun happens in the street, so why not test and tune in the street to get this bike to pretty much, solidify what I'm thinking it can do. I believe it can do it, but I just haven't been able to get it there yet. A quick setup, a quick rundown of the setup on the bike is a 135 engine in it. It is a Harley Screaming Eagle kit, built by George at All American Cycle. His cam, his selection of parts, but everything is basically the kit from Harley Davidson. Now, I did go with a set of BST wheels, the carbon fiber wheels. It's the 21 in the front, which is not the best selection for everybody or racing, but it's the selection I want because I felt like it looks the best. And then I'm running an 18-inch BST carbon wheel in the rear with a Cvo Stealth. So it's not a race tire, but it should hook pretty decently. Stock suspension. I have pullback handlebars. Guys, this is just one of those bikes that you can take out on the highway and go out and get miles and just enjoy it. But tonight, I got a point to prove with this bike, and I want to prove it to myself. Now, it's just going to take me a few passes probably to get used to the clutch and everything like that to get this bike going straight and getting the 60 foot right. So we don't have to worry about the rest. We just let the bike take over after that. Now, guys, if you have been following, George built this bike and it made 170 horsepower and 160 foot-pound of torque. So go back and watch those old videos if you haven't. He did the complete build, complete tuning, the whole setup, the whole shebang is done by him. Guys, I know you're gonna have more questions on this setup, cam selection, and all those different things. You have to contact the builder. I'm not the builder. I don't even ask half the time what parts are going into the bike because I trust my builder. So I don't know the cam. Reach out to George, All American Cycles. I put it up here. He's my builder and my tuner, and he just, he just puts all these things together for me. So we're gonna get on the bike. We're gonna go down the road. We're gonna check the road. I always like to check the street first. Now, this is a used road that they might, mark off the 60 foot already, and they might already have the 1/8 mile and the 1/4 mile marked off. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and look for the mark, and I'm gonna probably set something there so when I do make my pass, I'll know when I need to stop. I usually do. I look at the bike, but I want an actual something to visualize and makes me ride a little harder when I can see where I'm going and what I'm trying to get to. So, guys, this is not my race bike, but my goal tonight is to get this bike to go 6 anything in the 1/8 of a mile. I believe it can do it. I believe it's going to take me to try and figure it out to get it to run the number we're looking for. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because since this is not my race bike and I have a lot more seat time on my other 2 bikes, my other Road Glide and my Road King, I know those bikes like the back of my hand. I know how they're going to react. I know the clutch release, when they're going to do whatever they're going to do. I can tell before, I get 60 feet out. So this bike tonight, we're really going to be testing the 60 foot and then the 1/8 of a mile. I have space to run a 1/4. I might run 1, but I really don't feel like I need to because after 3rd gear and 4th gear, for me, it's just basically you're just clicking gears. So we want to get this bike out tonight, get it to go down the road. I feel like the temperature is dropping a little bit, so that's really going to help me tonight. We're just going to see what it does. Now, I believe it's going to take me maybe 2 passes. Yeah, 3 at the most. If it doesn't happen in the 3rd, we're going to call it a night, man. We're not going to sit up here and beat up the bike. Now, the bike does have a belt, so I can't be super aggressive. It's belt driven, and it will wheelie. So that's a bad combination. So if you're trying to keep it from wheeling, you're putting a lot of stress on that belt. And if you're, you know, if you're trying to keep that tire from spinning, you're slowing yourself down at the same time. So guys, stick around, hang out. Don't let any of the haters come out and watch this video, because they want to know what this bike's gonna run too. So all right guys, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I got the bike over there cooling off. 7.01. We're right there, man. We're right there. We're letting the bike cool off right now, but we're right there. We're knocking on the door. I don't know if it's going to happen tonight. I thought that was a really good pass. 177 60 foot. I don't agree with that too much. It's got to be better than that, but guys, we're still on a belt. So we have to be very careful. This bike will wheelie. If you get too aggressive with it, it'll let you know who's boss at the end of the day. So we're gonna try to drag out the clutch a little bit and then get on the gas as quick as we can to really get that 60 foot a little bit better. To get, if the 60 foot, if I feel like the 60 foot's not there, I'll get out of it. We'll scrap that pass and I won't do it. But I think this next pass should do it. I'm only gonna make one more pass, unless I'm just so close. I'll make maybe a third, but I only want to make 2 passes tonight. Like I said, guys, I really don't want to beat up on the bike. I'm going to go and take it to George and get an oil change, because it's probably going to need it after the night or after this month of really riding pretty tough on this bike. Guys, again, it's a street bike. It's made for it, whatever it looks like is exactly what it's made for. It's not a super fast race bike, but for what it is, it's very quick. What I think that could be holding us back tonight, like I said, is the weather. The temperature is dropping. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's my face is like I'm starting to sweat, and it's not even hot. It's not our usual nighttime temperature, so the temperature's dropped, but the humidity's still there. I feel like we can make it happen though. The bike didn't get too crazy. It didn't try to wheelie that time, so I was kind of careful on it, but I did try and get it on through there. I had to go and make sure those lines were still out here, and I found out very quickly where I had to put something, so I'll see where we're going to be able to stop this bike. So guys, I'm going to go give it another try. Hang around. Let's see if we can get this thing to go in the sixes. I believe we can though, so let's go try and figure it out.